Good day everyone, I am Teacher Roan. Today, we are going to talk about the rectangular coordinate plane, also known as the Cartesian plane. So if you're ready, get your pen and paper and let's go. The rectangular coordinate plane is where algebra meets geometry. In this lesson, we're going to have three objectives. First, we identify the parts of the rectangular coordinate plane. Next, we locate points using ordered pairs. And also, we are going to plot points correctly on the plane. So we define first, what is the rectangular coordinate plane? Okay, it's a two-dimensional plane used to locate points. It is made up of two perpendicular number lines, x-axis and y-axis, and their intersection are at a point called the origin. Again, let's look at the parts. First, we have the axis, the x-axis and the y-axis. Again, x-axis is the horizontal axis and the y-axis is the vertical axis. Then we have their intersection. So they intersect at a point called the origin, 0, 0. The x and y axis intersect at a point called origin. And also, they divide the coordinate plane into four parts. We call those parts quadrants. Okay, it is labeled as 1, 2, 3, and 4 in Roman numeral. This is quadrant 1, then this is quadrant 2, then quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. Next, we have the directions. We have the positive and negative directions. In the x-axis, positive direction means it goes to the right. And then, in the y-axis, positive direction means it goes up. On the contrary, when you say negative direction in the x-axis, it goes to the left. And then, negative directions in the y-axis, it goes down. Now, let's explore the quadrants deeper. So, in quadrant 1, we have, okay, the positive direction for x and the positive direction for y. So, it's positive, positive. So, that is quadrant 1. In quadrant 2, we have the negative direction for x and positive direction for y. In quadrant 3, the directions are both negative. So, it's to the left and then downward. And then in quadrant 4, it's positive direction for the x-axis and then negative direction for the y-axis. Okay, tip. Remember that the quadrants are arranged in counterclockwise order. Now, we define ordered pairs. Now, ordered pairs, we use them in plotting points or identifying the coordinates of a point in a Cartesian coordinate plane. So, it is written as open parentheses, x, comma, y, and then close parentheses, which are also called coordinates. The x or the abscissa, okay, indicates horizontal movement, positive to the right and negative to the left. And then y, which is also called the ordinate, is a vertical movement. So, it indicates vertical movement. So, positive goes up and then negative goes down. So, we use ordered pairs in plotting points. We start at the origin 0, 0, move along the x-axis according to the x-coordinate, and then move up or down according to the y-coordinate. Then mark the point. Start. Let's have a sample activity. Plot the following point and identify the quadrant where it belonged. Okay, so we name the point A. Usually, we name points using a capital letter. So, A is in 3, 2. So, again, the first number indicate movement left or right. So, in this case, it is going to the right because 3 is positive. Okay, so we count 1, 2, 3 going to the right. And then, the second number, 2, okay, indicates movement up or down. So, since this is positive, we move up 2 places. And then, we mark the point. So, this is point A, 3, 2. And it is in quadrant 1. So here is another example. So let us plot the following point and identify the quadrant where it belongs. Okay, so the point is B. So the first number is negative 4, so we go left or right. So in this case, left because it's negative. So negative 4. And then the second number indicates movement up or down. Okay, so in this case, it's 1, positive, so we go up 1 place. And then we mark the point. So this is point B, negative 4, 1. Okay, and then we identify the quadrant where it belongs. So it is in quadrant 2. Now we go to another example. C, 0, negative 3. So the first number again, okay, indicates your movement from the origin to the left or to the right. In this case, it's 0, so there's no movement left or right. But the second number, we have a value which is negative 3. So it indicates movement up or down. So in this case, it's negative 3, so we go down 3 places. And then we mark this point. So we have C, 0, negative 3. Notice that it is in between quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. So to avoid confusion, we just say that C lies on the y-axis. Now, let's plot another point. So in this case, it's D, negative 2, negative 5. So again, first number, negative 2, okay, it's a movement left and right from the origin. So in this case, it's to the left because it is a negative number. And then negative 5 is a movement up or down. Okay, so in this case, it's negative 5, so you go down. And then mark the point with a dot. So this is now point D, negative 2, negative 5. And it is in the quadrant 3. Now, let's have another activity in which we are going to identify the coordinates of the given points in the Cartesian plane. So, seen here are points E, F, and G. So, let's start with E. So, again, titingnan natin yung movement niya left and right from the origin. So, from the origin, nakita natin na ang E ay nakatapat sa 3. Okay? So, left and right. And then, vertically, nakatapat naman siya sa 4. So, ang coordinates ng E ay 3, 4. Okay. We do the same with F. So, in this case, nakatapat siya sa x-axis sa 2. And then, nakatapat siya sa y-axis sa negative 3. So, this is now 2, negative 3. And last, we have G. So, nakatapat naman siya sa x-axis sa negative 5 and then sa y-axis sa 2. So, this is now negative 5, 2. So, sa real-life connection, we can apply this lesson in using maps and GPS. It is also used sa computer graphics. Okay? Also in engineering and architecture. Kung nagustuhan ninyo ang video na to at may natutunan kayo, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, bye!